The Calgary Stampede is more than just mini donuts and rodeo. It also brings lots of business people and politicians to town. We're joined in studio now by Tierney, president of the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you, and yahoo to the great people of Calgary today.
Absolutely, yahoo indeed. So you're here in Calgary for the Calgary Stampede. Tell me, what brought you to Calgary?
Well, you know, I think we have to look at our country in general. FCM represents 2,200 member municipalities across the country. You've never seen so many politicians in one spot in one time of the year as here in Calgary. Great opportunity to chat with people, find out what's going across the country from coast to coast to coast, and at the same time, have a little bit of fun and contribute to the economy as well.
Now, can you give us a little bit of a glimpse behind the curtain? What types of conversations are you guys having while you're here? Yeah,
well, obviously, I think the top of Canadians' minds when it comes to municipalities is what we're seeing right now, the need to invest locally in infrastructure. You live it right here in Calgary, we're seeing failed water and sewer. When we talk about things that FCM's worked on, and I want to thank Alberta for it, a big driver in it, FCM pushed for bail reform, and we've seen that change, and now that's going to roll out. That's a big factor. But it's a lot of those conversations that take place here on the ground that drive our agenda to make sure we represent all municipalities from coast to coast to coast.
And I'm sure there's a big elephant in the room and some conversations that you're having with the conversation around separation. Is this something that is coming up? What's being discussed about this?
Yeah, again, it's very clear. We just celebrated Canada's birthday. We're very excited as FCM being 125 years old. We've learned our ability to work together collectively is much stronger when we work together in one big a group of people. So I think, you know, obviously within the province of Alberta, they're entitled to do what they wish, but we think unity is the way to go. We've seen it. I've never seen so much patriotism as I have recently this year. And this is my 8th trip to Alberta, and people are proud to be Canadian. I think we should be, and that's where we're landing on this one.
And I want to ask about, you know, being here in Alberta and having everyone gather here in Alberta. I mean, you're from out in Ontario, and the idea of Western alienation has kind of pushed the idea of separatism. So, to the point of that, and even you mentioned that bail reform is something that was kind of like a made in Alberta or really pushed through in Alberta.
Absolutely.
How big of a seat does Alberta have at the table when we're talking about all of the municipalities across the country?
They need a larger one, and it's something I have personally taken to heart. As FCM, when I was first vice president, why I've been here so many times is because we're going through some trade turmoil right now, as we know, and we have to depend on ourselves across the country. But guess what's the backbone of that economy? You're talking about canola. You're talking about obviously our forestry and lumber. You're talking about all our agricultural products. Potash, a huge consumer in the States. We're all affected right now. And that's why making sure that the rules are very much a part of what's happening now is what FCM wants and is pushing. And in every conversation we have with the federal government, whether it's with the governing party or with the opposition members, rural is at the forefront and certainly something we believe in.
And then to the urban side of things, Mayor Jeremy Farkas in Calgary, Andrew Knack in Edmonton.
Yes.
What kind of conversations are you having them? What's that relationship like?
Well, the good news is some of them have been on the board before on committees with FCM, so they know what we bring to the table. They know we can go into the federal government at any time, and the fact I'm blessed enough to be president and I live in Ottawa, when I cross paths with these folks downtown now, I get to bring some of those ideas from big cities. You know, Jeremy's great, and Mayor Farr, they're just terrific people, and they're in my ear all the time. I get text messages. I'm sure we're going to flip some pancakes over the next couple of days, and they'll give me more feedback, but I get to bring those directly to the MPs that sit and live in my city to do business, but represent you.
All right, now the Calgary Stampede, the next 11 days, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of things going on. For you, at the end of this, what would you classify as a successful Calgary Stampede?
Well, I think I've already seen it, just even coming to this station here today. There's certainly a lot of cowboy hats and wonderful things, but I saw a lot of Canadian flags. And I think our ability to look at everyone, there's so many people that actually come to Calgary for this. This is my first time. I'm brand new to the Stampede, so go easy on me. But at the same time, seeing everyone come together, hearing all the voices, I think is a big win. And I'm going to pick up a lot of information from people. I've already heard from a few people. I've got some texts and messages. I'd like to chat about this. I'd like to talk about, of course, what we offer as well through our Green Municipal Fund is resiliency, wildfires, flooding, and it's not just out here in Ottawa. We're dealing with that now, from coast to coast to coast. So these are some of the conversations we'll have, and we'll keep the country connected. We're the glue there to make sure that we get through what's happening during these times.
Absolutely. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, and hope you have a successful and happy Calgary Stampede.
Thank you. Yahoo.